November 8, 2009, I came to Job Corps to take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime. Before Job Corps, I was a budding career criminal with no sight of the evils that such a life could reap. But I wheeled my bags up that little concrete ramp and into the main hall just like everyone else. I was looking for something more. It has been quoted, "You can curse the darkness or light a candle," and my candle was and still is my integrity. But Job Corps is now my flame. I started down the road less traveled, anticipating adversity. And I'm holding my course. When I think of what an American slave said, I remember that like me, he too shed his blood, sweat, and tears for what he believed in. Before Job Corps, the only time I ever shed so much was during a dramatic spanking. I remained firm, were his words. And throughout my struggles in Job Corps, Sir Frederick Douglass continues to inspire me to live, not by the sword, but by every word that flows from my lips. I soon started Sciatec High School and the cement masonry trade. The cement masonry instructor, Richard Cedillo, was one of the last elite union journeymen, and with him leading the way, I advanced in my trade. He demonstrated that I should set my candle on the table when I entered into the shop, and I reasoned. The master carries the torch, the apprentice nothing. For not only will the master's light illuminate the paths of many, but the apprentice must learn with his hands. But every rose has its thorns, and I was cut from the cement masonry trade. Nevertheless, my hands were already too calloused and blistered from fighting my way through that tough crowd from which I came to turn back. Through my negotiations, and the huge hearts of Richard Cedillo and Jim Lee, I am now an unofficial graduate of that trade, and I am not burdened with having to completely erase the grand design from the master plan. After a while in Sciatec High School, I am halfway to completing my goal of attaining my diploma. For these things, I can't extend my full gratitude. Because of the huge impact that Job Corps has made on my life, I am now a team leader in retail sales, sergeant of arms of the transition dorms, president and developer of the team building committee. Because of what Job Corps has exposed me to, I am now in the process of developing an interconnecting communication between Job Corps across this nation. I'm submitting a business plan to Pepsi for the homeless and neglected youth of Arizona, and I'm attending Gateway Community College. After being petitioned to do so, I'm running for 2 more offices of presidency. My name is Vernon McCray. I'm 21 years old and still a trainee at Phoenix Job Corps, which has completely altered the direction of my life in a monumental way. But before Job Corps, I had no job experience and no education. I cursed the darkness for sexual abuse. I cursed the darkness for being homeless, for being expelled, and for not knowing what my tomorrow held. But when I was introduced to Job Corps, I suddenly saw way out past the darkness of my oblivion and into the light of a new future. That was Job Corps. So after 9 months of waiting, I packed my bags and bid my beloved uncle farewell and stepped out on my own and into a new life with new light. Today I stand before you overjoyed because I can say that because of what Job Corps did in one day, the old way of life is done and there is no more darkness. That day was November 8th, 2009, and I will never forget it nor regret it.
Any more announcements? Okay, we're going to start with CPP, and then we'll move down.